Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burns, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for him.
And he's been on the upswing offensively these past few months. And you know how much they love getting all those extra points out of him. He's been carrying a much bigger load lately, and I think he'll just continue to get better.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Thompson is up there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Washington in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, Abusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Butler, and it's Grimes in at the 2. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Dinwiddie with it. They swipe it. Here's Bono. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. That'll be a 5-second call.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Now here's Butler. And he misses his first shot of the game. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
That one misses for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Here's Grimes. The 76ers with another miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Davis kicks to Washington. Gafford inside, defended by Butler. Gafford misses. 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
And that one's good. Bono.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Shots good by Gafford.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
High post, Davis. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for Philadelphia, Jared Butler.
free throw, no good for Butler. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fires from way outside. They grab their own miss. Pass to Yabusele. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. As we close into the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Let's take a look at Dallas, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot.
You know, right now, Dallas, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
Thank you, David. Gafford finds Davis. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
You know what? There was a lot of standing around in that basketball game. Failing to move bodies and failing to move the basketball is a bad formula.
Here's Grimes. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Gafford. Drops one in from the wing.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a 10-point game.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach.
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And here are the 76ers now. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
The 76ers trail by 10. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Davis. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 19 points, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Well, I love it. Drivers think they see a crease to the lane and go for it. And eventually, he shuts the door.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Dante Exum in for Dinwiddie. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Philadelphia making a change here. Castleton's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The 76ers trail by 12. They need this. Castleton's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Washington inside. And it's Council with the rebound. And the 76ers with possession. Puts up a deep three. And Lively pulls it down.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure
who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Here's Marshall. Misses the layup.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And so it's Dallas, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We come back right. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Dante Exum is out there with Williams, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. From deep three-point land, a rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Exum, nothing on the board.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up.
And it's Council with the rebound. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their roles.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. The Mavericks 4th.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Sixers ball.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Doughton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Philadelphia, Jeff Doughton, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. That one misses. Dallas leading by 14. Marshall passes to Lively. Here's Castleton. Still without a basket. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
A moment now to see the numbers for Marshall over the last month getting it done. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Martin's checked in for Washington. Martin inside. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Hood-Schifino. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Castleton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Christie's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 14. Pass to Marshall. It's tipped. Here's Hood-Schifino. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Got a piece of it. And here's Walker. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Christie, he's checked in for Williams. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Exum out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Look at Philadelphia. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And I think for the 76ers, they went backwards this year in a big way. That turnaround that we kept waiting for just never materialized.
A nice shot by Hood-Schifino.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's Davis. Anthony Davis, too much size.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
76ers moving the ball around. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And here comes the break. And it's Bona missing. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Well, a great rebounding small forward can give any team an X factor. Let's look at a few guys who have been playing that role over the course of the last month. You look at Washington, 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
You know, the work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' game. I mean, they play much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in our league.
Yeah, this is a very physical group of players, and all with a great nose for the ball. They don't shy away from getting down low and pounding the boards with the big guys. In fact, they just thrive on it.
Stolen by Lively. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Mavericks?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Reese, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dante Exum. The 76ers have been unsuccessful at the line so far, 0 of 3, and looking to make their first free throw of the game right now. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The 76ers trail by 17. Here's Reese. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Christie. Marshall's got his 2nd basket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The 76ers with another miss. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. In the 2nd quarter, they've given up just 3 points. .114 left in the first half. It's stolen by Davis. It's picked off from 15 feet away. Here's Lively. Makes it off the glass. Lively's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The steal. Here's Bona. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. A different look for Dallas. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Najee Marshall. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Dante Exum. Here's Davis. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Philadelphia. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Can't get it to fall.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These people done turned us into bosses. That's my number. Oh yeah. Hey.
On the
punks. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. And my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. I'm on a strict diet, hood, bocce in it. You know how I rock, I pass the don't ask if one up top. We at the Angelino at the top. Found introduced the she going, go ahead and shoot your shot. I throw the lamb in course. I'm on Deuce Block. He run out for sport. We off the court. They hating, that's of course. Them bum poor. Sponsoring no. Got money, we want more. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punks. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Miss them with that. Bought my dollar like on Creflo. 21. Say you then when I, why you careful? Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Fast. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can ask the odds, we know forgiving.
I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punks. About no, I treat a model like a free. I know thugs, I know.